see. The lights are there.
It's good. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to share a little secret about TCM. There's a little behind-the-scenes discussion about whether films like Now Voyager should play at the festival because they show a lot on TCM. Right now, Voyager was on TCM not that long ago. It's like in regular rotation on TCM. I think the crowd tonight, here we are at 9 o'clock.
The whole point is the big screen. It doesn't matter how many friggin' times you show it on TCM. It's on a big friggin' screen.
Yes. Yes.
Have you lyrics to that song? Does anybody know?
We'll have to write them. Well, we should have written them before we
We
came out.
can ask Max Steiner. Max Steiner did the score for this picture. He won the Academy Award, and I did not. I was robbed of the Oscar.
Mario, when did you first see this movie and how did it change your life?
It wasn't the first Betty Davis movie I saw. It took me a while. It took me a little while. I mean, I saw it maybe when probably in college, and I probably went to a revival house to see it.
Yeah.
A movie revival house, not like
Because
a
TCM did not exist.
Yeah, I did. I would go to the Harvard Square Theater in Boston, and they would play 2 old movies a day, and that's probably how I saw it. Well, she's the transformation in this of her. It's glorious. I don't want to give it away. Everyone seen it?
Woo!
Hold on.
No, there are people.
How many people have not?
Okay, you can't. Okay, that's a lot. This is good. Oh, you're in for a treat.
Okay.
No, so
we promise.
no spoilers. We will say nothing.
Spoilers.
Nothing. Everyone. Yes. Okay.
Rosebud was a sled.
But this was interesting because this was the film that kind of put Betty Davis into a position at Warner Brothers where she started to control things a little bit because she was.
Do you think?
Oh yeah. Oh well, what's so funny? Irving Rapper.
Yes.
He wasn't a rapper. Irving Rapper was a dialogue coach on All This Is Heaven 2 and a few other films that she did, and she championed him to direct this picture because I could control the son of a bitch. That is why I championed Irving Rapper. Yeah, that's why. And she did. She and he was happy about it. And then once he worked with me, he'd go home like exasperated every night because she was controlling.
Of course. And I'm just here as Mario's fact checker.
Yes.
So far, so good.
So far, so good, right?
It's true. Irving Rapper, dialogue, and a really, really great director.
Yeah, he does a beautiful job with this.
Movies. It's fantastic. Fantastic.
But it's because I really directed the picture. and she always says, the whole thing with the two singers. She said shit about him though. She did say stuff like,
What?
that was not his idea to do the Two Cigarettes. It was Paul Henry. It was. I directed this picture. Yeah, it was Paul Henry.
Yeah, well, she's full of shit too.
Yeah,
because it's in the script. It's in the script.
That's also, I read that too. It's in the script. It's in
Yes. And I hate
in the archives.
But it's like The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, when the legend becomes fact, print the legend, It's like we all love the legend. So Betty Davis has her version and Paul Henry has his version. But what it really means is that is like one of the most iconic moments in movie history.
Yes, it is.
And whoever was responsible for it, they executed it like 2%.
Yes.
And did they film some of this in Boston? Did they actually go? I cannot believe anyone does not know the facts of this.
It's not a noir.
Totally and utterly unprofessional and difficult as Faye Dunaway was when I worked with her. Faye Dunaway! $1 million, I would never work with her again.
No, they didn't shoot any of this.
They did. Well, they were supposed to do some location stuff, but they
I think they fudged on that.
I'm sure they did.
Yeah,
because she wanted to go to Boston too. She was excited about it, and she campaigned for this. It was they wanted Irene Dunn.
Yes.
And then when she heard that Irene Dunn was gonna, she went for this, and she got it.
Yep, absolutely. And if you've seen the movie, all I can say is everybody who sees this movie wants to know, is Cascades like a real place?
Oh, yeah.
Is that like someplace we could actually go?
But is it?
No.
Or be sent.
No, unfortunately, but I think that some enterprising TCM fan should like start their own.
There we go.
I
Cascades.
think that's a great idea. We'll all go. We'll come opening night.
I doubt you will get Claude Rains to run the place. But it's pretty, and let's talk about Claude Rains.
He's
The best. The best.
and they were friends till the end. I mean, she said he was one of my favorites to work with.
Yes.
For sure.
And I just want to say that I think Claude Rains is the greatest supporting actor in the history.
Yes. Woo!
He's the best thing in every movie he's made. You can decide about this one. But
Oh, he's pretty glorious in this. And Gladys Cooper.
yeah.
He plays the mother. Oh, she's a piece of friggin' work, I'll tell you. Oh my God, she's just brutal, but she's great. I'm not giving anything away. You'll know right away. She's not nice.
No, you'll hit her guts. You'll hit her freaking guts.
She's brutal. No, but yeah, but they were friends until the end. She said he was her favorite, and also Paul Henry. They stayed friends forever. And when
Yes.
they cast Paul Henry, she saw his screen test, and she hated what he looked like, and she went to him. She didn't really know him at that point. She went to him and she said, "How do you feel about your screen test?" And he said, "I hate it, Miss Davis." And then she said, "I knew it wasn't you." Or she actually said, "I knew it wasn't you." Because she was young. I knew it wasn't you. I knew it was those goddamn water makeup people. Making you look all slick like a lizard. I can do her in all four stages.
Yes.
You know, that was the Dark Victory phase. That's the same kind of thing. Dark Victory, God, it's the most hyper scene in the death scene I've ever seen. It's like she's hyper. She's like, "Anne, come quickly. They want to operate on my head. Look at it. Look, the clouds are coming. I can still take the sun on my head. Look at it. Let's go. Oh, go now. Go now. Be my best friend. And when I die, have company and be gay. Be very, very gay." And then she No one has that much energy before they take the last breath. Where's the rattle? Where's the death rattle? Well, you know, back then, we did not do realism. If I wanted to see realism, I would watch a documentary. I think actors should be heightened. They should be heightened. We need to lift it off the page, onto the screen, to the back of the theater. What are you doing? Okay, don't let's ask for the stars. We have the moon. Joan Crawford was awful to work with. Just awful. Every time I ran into her, she was wearing a different pair of breasts. She put weights around her. I had to drag her across. My back was killing me. I'm assuming the fire department will be here any moment.
So we better now let this lovely audience watch this fabulous, iconic movie.
No!